तार हिल गए, कितने किरदार मिल गए, भेजे के तार हिल गए, कितने किरदार मिल गए, अब जाने कैसी होगी ये नैया पार। आंखों में धूल जम गई, चलती गाड़ी ये थम गई, अब जाने कैसी होगी ये नैया पार। भीख पैसा देख तमाशा, झूठी बोली झूठी भाषा, चांदी सौदा जादू टोदा, पल में पाना पल में खोना, बाजी जीती खैर मनाओ, किस्मत हारी शोर मचाओ, अब जाने कैसी होगी ये नैया पार। भेजे के तार हिल गए, कितने किरदार मिल गए। अरे देख भाई ऐसा है ना काम है ना पैसा है, जो भी देखा ऐरा गहरा वो भी मेरे जैसा है, उसका लफड़ा इसका चोल, जोर से बोल पोल खोल, जैसी दुनिया वैसी सोच, राउंड राउंड गोल गोल, इंटरनेट के कैदी सारे डिप्रेशन के मारे, सदियों से है भूखे प्यासे दिल अपने बेचारे, सोसाइटी को मारो गोली, ओपिनियन तो मैं डाल, खुद से अब तो कर सवाल है, चारों ओर मचा बवाल, तू ही साला मुजरिम है और तू ही साला कातिल, बिक गई है गवर्नमेंट और तू भी इनमें शामिल, तो देख भाई ऐसा है शोर को इग्नोर कर, घर के बाहर 420 घर के अंदर रोल कर, उसके चक्कर में ना पड़ तू, रोएगा पछताएगा, फिर बासी किस्मत का मारा तो कहीं तू खाएगा, फोकट का खर्चा ना हो, घर पे कोई चर्चा ना हो, अब जाने कैसी होगी ये नैया पार। आंखों में धूल जम गई, चलती गाड़ी ये थम गई, अब जाने कैसी होगी ये नैया पार। भेजे के तार हिल गए, कितने किरदार मिल गए, हाँ भेजे के तार हिल गए।
What can I get you?
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Beer.
So tell me, who called whom first?
Vicky did the calling. We were part of a different project earlier, like a cover band called Anavya in 2016, I think. That's when I was doing my engineering. And
The day our previous vocalist decided to quit the band, we're looking for a new singer, and they had a jam after our jam.
so our college band had a jam for our college fest, and their singer quit.
Ashish Kulkarni was the part of Anavya, and he quit. And then we were looking for a new vocalist. That's when he was.
But they still decided to jam for some reason without a vocalist. But our band was jamming before them, so they liked my voice, so they asked me. I was like, I'm free.
So
I
he
was
just heard
doing
you
my
at the jam
engineering.
room. He just heard you at the jam room, and then
I actually heard him on Instagram.
okay.
I watched his stories, I was like posts. That was more our music related. In Anavi we played very different music. It was very heavy rock fusion, which we don't do, or haven't done.
Haven't
till
done since then. So in like the second or third year of engineering, I joined this band called Anavya, where he was a part of that band, and that's how we met. A song Tere Hi Hai Nishan was the first song that he sent me, like the lyrics for it, and he asked me to compose it. Like just
the first song
two
was
lines.
actually made on a WhatsApp voice
WhatsApp
note.
voice note, yeah. So he sent over the lyrics, I sent him a voice note, and then after 5 more songs we hit the studios.
Nice man. That's a pretty cool journey. Do you guys prefer playing just the two of you, or do you enjoy the band setup?
Band setup.
Band setup definitely.
Need it.
But depends if we are playing an intimate set.
We love playing house gigs, intimate, small crowds, because they've just come to listen to us, and that's and we love how we sound on just an acoustic as well. But
Because in a house setup you connect with the lyric, the audience connects with the lyrics more than a full band setup because it's very loud. So they are not really interested in the lyrics. But in an intimate setup, they really listen
There's
to the
more
song.
focus on the music, the lyrics, more connect that you can
and
have.
we started out with a 5-song EP that was very acoustically driven compositions. So that works in a home setup, but the stuff that we came out with after that, like Bheje Ke Taar and Dheemi Dheemi, these were all heavily produced songs as well. The release versions are. We can do it on an acoustic, but definitely the release.
So that's
version.
nice, isn't it? Like you have that option where you can
Yeah.
just strip it down and just play
Yeah,
like a
of course.
guitar and
Yeah.
vocals, and then you can always go ahead and do the whole band setup as well. That's good. So what outfit is Vicky and Tejas? Because I hear elements of this rock, this pop, hip hop, this even jazz, but it's not like enclosed in the one thing, right?
Yeah.
Like what is that idea? Like were you guys planning कि, okay, we'll do everything in it, or was it that just came
That
naturally
was
to
not
you?
the original plan. I think the original plan was just the 5 songs that were there already. We had composed, written it out, and we were thinking about like, there's no point in just having these songs. We might as well get it recorded.
We
in a
actually
studio.
spent a lot
Yeah,
of
we
money while
spent-
recording the first EP because we didn't have a plan and we didn't know how the process goes. So we did everything in the most expensive studio.
Yeah.
We saved it and we did it because we're like, this is what
We
we
used
want.
musicians.
But
There's nothing like electronically produced on those tracks. Everything is live recorded, and yeah, it was pretty expensive, but I think it's still worth it. The first 5 songs were totally like live recorded, nothing, no elements.
after that, we got in touch with producers
Yeah.
and we realized,
Then
oh
you
shit,
realized,
you
oh,
don't know
this
you
is how
need a
it's
studio.
supposed to happen.
No, not how it is now in the real world because no one has the budgets that come along with studio, like recording in a
Especially for
well-designed
independent
studio.
musicians.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
for
not-
independent, of course.
Definitely.
Big labels,
They have the
definitely,
budget.
They have the budget for it, but electronic is picking up. Producers can now
Get
make
sounds
an entire
more, yeah.
song from a bedroom. So yeah, that's changing. So we're changing with it, and we never like it all came naturally after the first 5 songs. We were also kind of bored with the stuff we
same
had
vibe,
been
yeah.
doing, so we had to get out from it. So we decided.
So
Let's
after
write
the
a rap
first EP,
song.
you decided, okay, let's get out of our comfort zones and
Not
let's
just
try and
after the
explore.
first EP. But after the first EP, I think we released a lullaby. We went
Yeah.
even more.
Oh, okay. So you
Down
went
that
like
path.
further the depth and then you
Yeah.
came up.
We
Okay.
were like, now we need to come out with a banger.
But
And
still,
lockdown.
like, we have a lot of unreleased stuff. But when we sit down, we write and compose a song on an acoustic guitar. We know the melody and the lyrics. But when we take it to a producer, the whole game changes. And it's with every different producer.
But are you keeping that thought in mind that okay, one day we might also need to do like a stripped down version of this? Is that the reason why you're starting off with an acoustic guitar and just the vocals, or
No, that's our comfort zone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what we do. So he is a guitar player and I am a singer, and we both write, we both compose. So the melodies and the lyrics naturally come out with an acoustic.
do you think you guys will ever like start composing directly in the studio?
We
have
had
done
that
that.
talk.
Yeah.
Like it's more easier definitely to compose on a beat than an acoustic or an idea, or lyrical idea. But I think that's the more natural process for us with an acoustic. But the workflow for the first 5 songs was the most enjoyable because we had to be there at the studio every day for like 7-8 days. One day just for drums, 5 songs, just the drums. Then the next day bass, layered. Then on top of that, everything else comes in, the guitars and everything else. Then the vocals. So it was all like we could see the song happening in front of us. So that was more enjoyable, definitely.
They just took a nap in the studio. That was the most expensive nap.
That I've taken, yeah.
Let's discuss a little further about your first EP, Kho Jaun. So there are 5 songs in the EP, and as it is, right, there are 5 stages of depression. What?
Yeah.
5
stages of
a heartbreak.
Heartbreak. Okay.
Yeah, depression.
Okay. 5 stages of heartbreak.
Let's call it depression.
Okay, let's call it depression. 5 stages of depression. Fine. Like, what brought about that idea?
So I had these songs written, the first EP, but not entirely. And it's not that we compose songs in the order, but when we reviewed the songs, even the melodically the songs were going through a certain phase basically, and then we thought of compiling it in a story, and then
So you first wrote down the songs and then you realized, oh, this actually works nice in this kind of a concept.
So first EP is entirely the ideation of the lyrics is all him. I just came in later on top of it, like to compose and to like we finished the songs together.
Also naming the stages.
Yeah,
There are-
naming the stages that's where I came in. But he already had the outline written for like the 5 songs, and I was in Mumbai at that time. Like, I was doing a course there after my engineering. So he used to send me like the same
not
process.
the first song. Actually, the first EP was.
The first EP was all
composed on
acoustic.
WhatsApp.
Was all on WhatsApp. Yeah. He used to send me lyrics, and I used to send him voice notes. And then we used to sit when I used to come to Pune. We used to sit together and just lay out like a demo version of it, and then we hit the studio.
But I think that was the best time in the process of creation, because we were creating something just because we wanted to.
Yeah.
Now that we have songs released, now that we have shows lined up, everything we do, we need to sit down and like write why we are doing this. We need to target this audience. This song is this. We are doing this
So
thing
it's like a
for now.
lot of like
Expectations come with it after your first release. First release is all about what
The freedom. We don't have that freedom. I think we have everything else. We have connections. We have great producers. We have.
But when you say you don't have freedom, in what sense?
Musical freedom is there. I'm talking about the mindset. Like now you know that okay, this is going to be released, so you want
Our
it in a
mindset-
particular way.
Yeah, our mindset also changes with the public perspective. Like we are now in this for the long run, so we have to keep an eye out for what's also working for other guys, and that plays a part when writing and composing as well, which is not a great thing, but it's something that comes with it.
It's somehow
like,
weirdly
and-
related.
Yeah. So in between we do go into whatever we want to do, like that zone, but we have to come out of it during release time. That if you're putting this out, there has to be
Something that
something beneficial
Yeah.
from this. Otherwise, we can just keep it unreleased and
Yeah, you can-
perform it live.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but if you're putting it out there right now, then
a lot of other
Yeah.
complications that come
now
with it.
Then you have to
playlisting and everything.
Stay up,
Yeah.
you know, to stay at par with that what you've released.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge in itself. Let's talk about some of the challenges you guys have faced in the music scene.
So doing local gigs is our main source of income, where we use that money to record our originals. But looking at the budgets, in we have to do a lot of shows, which is a lot of effort.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, and like it's the side hustle that's keeping us in for the longer run. We have to do that. It's not always enjoyable. Of course, it's not always enjoyable. We have to do covers that people like, that people want us to perform, and not even with cover gigs. It's not the covers that we like to perform. It's for the crowd. It's like the pubs.
course, yeah.
They're drunk.
They're expecting
Yeah,
certain
they want to
songs.
dance, so we'll have to cater to them as well.
But
So,
I think for now, this side hustle is working for us.
side hustle is great because it actually enables us to put that money into our originals, the marketing and everything else.
And the fact that we are not producers,
Yeah.
we're not getting as much as studio work as musicians who don't play very often live get.
What about your families? Do they support you?
100%.
Nice, nice. That's lovely.
Totally, 100%. Since my mom and dad were always like semi-professional singers, so they are really happy that I'm making a career in this. Of course, they have their hesitations, yeah, but it comes with it. It's not a corporate job that we don't get a monthly salary. It's hard to sustain.
But they
sometimes.
understand
yeah.
all of that, and then
They've
they respect the
supported.
support.
For me, they've supported me since the day I told them that I want to be doing this. Definitely.
My elder brother has got it sorted for them.
So you're
So I've got that.
Yeah, I'm
liberty.
an only child, but yeah, his parents also deserve like massive credit because they also let him do whatever he wants to do.
But you're saying that you're comfortable now because your brother is sorted, and that's what is allowing you to. Is that the
Not like it wasn't the only way, but yeah, it was
But
very
it
helpful
helps
with all
basically.
the instruments, gears, whatever
Yeah.
I liked. I got it from the US. Every time he used to visit, he
Nice,
got
nice.
it. So
perks of having a sibling?
yeah,
Do you guys ever have creative differences? Like while
Differences as in
of course.
not fights, but differences.
Yeah, differences.
Definitely.
it doesn't get into ugly fights?
No, we just drop that.
because like from a guitar player perspective, you always try to spice up things because why not? This
Yeah.
is every guitar player's
Yeah.
this
You
thing.
just want to keep.
And
solo.
it just like hits the vocalist because it's coming in his way, so he might not like the idea, but it's never gone too far. It's always set.
So it's not like you've punched each other or something.
I think we've yet to have a proper fight till now.
I hope that fight comes out on Instagram or something. Just kidding. Okay, tell me, what's the strangest place you guys have jammed? And also, what's the coolest place you guys have jammed?
Oh, nice question. Coolest place has to be in Goa, and the strangest place also has to be.
I'm sure I can believe that.
Yeah. So there were open mics is also jamming for us because it's open mic. It's not, we are not under the spotlight. We are not expected to do anything particular. But
Anjuna, I think there's this
Anjuna.
cafe, Jungle Cafe,
Jungle Book.
where they have open mics on Tuesdays, and there's a lot of people, and we're just jamming and playing our songs.
We are actually leaving tomorrow night.
That was a great experience.
Yeah.
Played a lot of shows in Old Manali last month, couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And also in where else did we travel?
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. But Old Manali was
Old Manali was
coolest
definitely
place to
the
jam.
best place we've.
Chilliest you mean. Alright, tell me what's the scene this year? What's your plan? What's happening this year?
So we have a lot of unreleased material that should be coming out this year. We have, I think, more double-digit number of songs that are
that are written and composed, but
composed
yet to
and
be
written,
produced.
but in the production stage. But we are keeping them. We are searching for the right time to get those tracks out. But soon, this year, definitely a lot more songs coming out.
And what cities are you targeting this year?
All the big cities, hopefully.
Mumbai,
Bangalore,
Mumbai and Delhi.
Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai. Let's see.
Big plans this year.
I don't know, Kolkata, I think it has a very heavy metal
Yeah.
scenes.
But I'm sure indie also works.
Yeah.
We'll find the right audience for it.
I'm sure you guys will. Alright guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
It's added like the office energy to it.
ये दिल मेरा कहे तू है यहाँ, पुकारे कहे मुझे कि तू है यहाँ। ये दिल मेरा कहे तू है यहाँ, ये ज़मीन ये आसमां कहे तू है यहाँ। हौसला न है कोई न कोई वास्ता, फासले है बढ़ रहे न कोई रास्ता। फिर भी ये दिल माने नहीं, हर सांस में कहे तू है यहाँ, तू है यहाँ, तू है यहाँ, तू है यहाँ। यूं ही समझ जाओ कभी, पलकों में ढल जाओ कभी। यूं ही नजर आओ कभी, सीने में उतर जाओ कभी। सुबह की रोशनी सी तू, रातों की खामोशी सी तू, जाहिर है शामिल है तू, दूर होके भी खास है तू।